Hey guys, okay, so it is the Let's Talk Day. It is great to be Canadian because there is all the support out there and I love it. And that people who are in need of support are gonna have access to that because funding's out there. Now, here's the other thing. If you go on Bell Let's Talk website, it's amazing because there are actually resource packages. So there's a lot for schools, but I mean, anyone could use those packages. Check out how to, at the workplace and instill that you can help others. You don't have to talk all about it. You can put it on your poster, on the message board, whatever it is. But by putting resources out there for people, they can find who they need help with. Also, side note, in the clinic, we do actually have little cutouts of crisis numbers. So if you don't have to ask for it, it's there. We leave it there. So if anyone needs anything, there's a lot of numbers in there, even if it's not something super serious, but you need to talk to someone. There's all these numbers listed there. It's also on my website, but I'll put it in the description below so you will have the links. So here's the thing, mental health, and yes, we want to make sure people are taken care of. But the other thing is, I feel like sometimes maybe people think when it comes to mental health that we're looking at, you have to be super depressed, you feel suicidal, you're going to hurt yourself, and all things like that. And the thing is, that's not just, that's a part of mental health. That is not what it all is, okay? I'm going to give you an example of myself. Me, I've mentioned before, I have migraines, and I've been struggling them on and off for the last few years because just, life happened and it really sucked. Now, you guys are probably thinking, like, oh, okay, migraines, who cares, whatever. But the thing is, yeah, whatever, okay? That is part of the stigma. So if someone's had a concussion, if they've got, so me, I've got migraines, that's kind of an invisible injury. And that's the same thing with mental health issues, okay? The person can't show you that injury, like they can't like show, oh, look at my banged up knee. They can like express or try to, and that's the thing. So when I developed these migraines several years ago, it really sucked because a lot of people in my life kind of left, and I had people who didn't think that they thought that I was making it up, they thought I was faking, that I wanted to get attention, but it changed my entire life because my migraines, they stopped me from being able to do what I was working on and what I was working on my goals. And I I didn't get to be me anymore. I had to stop everything. The headaches were so bad, I couldn't go out. I didn't want to hang out with anyone. I didn't want to do anything. I then also started having issues with having food sensitivities. And I learned from a lot of research and everything that, migraineurs, there's different kinds. And food can affect you. Drinking anything can affect you, and it really sucked. So I'll find a picture for you guys, but I didn't really want to take any at that time in my life because I got so sick. I went down to 84 pounds and I was gaunt and so skinny. And I know when I first started my private practice, I had someone say, like, oh, well, you're like, who's that in the picture in my handout? And like, that's me. And they're like, oh, that doesn't look like you. And then they like pointed out how skinny I was, and they could see my collarbone right through everything. And I was like, okay, now I have to go and buy clothes because, oh my gosh, they're like, people are making comments on my appearance, and being a professional, that's really tough because, you know, people expect to see you in a certain way, and that's a struggle. So that part is mental health, right? It affects how you react, it affects how you function. So I had to buy all this clothes because I lost all this weight, and it sucked. And then later on, I got medication that was helping, but no one took note of how much I gained a ton of weight because of this medication. And I went from 84 pounds to 129 pounds. Well, I've never weighed that much in my entire life, and it really sucked because then I wasn't fitting anything. My image for me, and it's not just like, oh, look at me, I want to be skinny and hot and da 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 da. It's not that. When you're a physically active individual, and for me, I have like all these years of training and things, and I played field hockey and all that stuff. you have that physique, right? And you change, okay, you grow, you're doing things, that's fine. But when you still try and maintain things for your body and you're eating healthy and nothing's changing but that, and then you have medication, all of a sudden that does that, that throws you for a loop because then I was not comfortable in my clothing. I didn't like what I felt like. I didn't in it it made me feel uncomfortable. And it's not just like, oh, I want to fit into something skinny. It's just I didn't feel good about me. Again, so that's mental health there, guys. It's not about and it's not being shallow. It's about feeling good about you. Okay, so then I had to go and buy clothes. And so we've tweaked my stuff again. I've been working hard at stuff. And I slimmed down when I actually weaned off of that medication. And it was amazing. I went from like a size 4 to then a size 0. In like, it was weird. I wore a same pair of shorts that I wore the previous week, washed them. I went to go put them on, and all of a sudden, whoops, they fell down. Okay, and so I know it sounds weird. It's a weird story, but the thing is, what I'm trying to point out is it's mental health comes in all different ways and shapes and sizes, and it's not something that is superficial. It is not something that is like, look at me, I want attention. It is how you feel and how it changes the quality of your life. When my migraines were so bad and I couldn't eat anything, I didn't want to go out with anyone. I didn't want to hang out with friends, family. I had to bring my own food because I was aware of so many foods had triggers. So I didn't want to ruin anyone's event by throwing up or not being able to drive home because I ingested something and it made me sick. So that hindered a lot of my life. And I've had to work and I've struggled through it. But I've also learned a lot and I've found ways to take care of me and grow from there. But the thing is, I'm fortunate that I've had some very close people in my life that, they've been supportive, they're helpful, and they're not judging me on that. And they understand when, my eyes are glazed and I feel like crap and I'm like, I have to go home. I don't feel good. Da da da. Like, and it's awesome. I do this to my patients, but I appreciate it when I have people close in my life that they know, and I'll send them a text going, I got home. There we go. Done. And I'm going to go to bed now, or this or that. But the thing is, you don't need to hold someone's hand. You don't need to hug them. Not everyone needs all that. Sometimes you just need a text and going, hey, you're good. You got home safe. Or, like, were you able to get some rest? Or can I bring you something? That's what people need. Shying away, if you're not comfortable with talking to someone, that's okay. You just have to sit there and listen, or give them a side hug. That's as simple as that. It doesn't take much. You just want to be there, and that's usually what helps someone out the most. Is even if you just slide over the tissue box, that's it. But I'm grateful that I have people in my life who have been there, supported me, didn't make me feel like I was a liar or that I'm making up things and I'm just trying to get attention. I really appreciate that. And so I still struggle with things. I work through it, but I understand and appreciate, and I have more empathy to patients I'm treating. So the thing is, mental health comes in all different shapes and sizes, and my rant, and I know I talk a lot, but the thing is, you don't have to be suicidal or anything like that to need mental health help. You can just be struggling, and that's enough to say, you know what, I need to talk to someone, whether it's a counselor, psychiatrist, psychologist, a friend. Heck, you could talk to your dentist for all I care. I have patients that come talk to me. That's fine. If you just need to tell someone, that's okay, and that is fine. There's nothing wrong with that because it's better than suffering and feeling like you're all alone in the world. But anyways, I'm running out of time. So bye guys. All right, take care. Love you.